Yo, what is going on YouTube? Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Merry Christmas, everyone. Today's video, a little bit more of a fun one to celebrate Christmas. It is just 7 very interesting things in Smite 2, whether it's only can happen in Smite 2 or it's just something that's easier to do in Smite 2. It's just 7 things that I thought were really interesting. Number 1, melee characters can actually use Sunbeam Bow, and this is, I literally did not know this until Deathwalker did it at the last tournament. Melee autos, you can turn on, Sunbeam Bow, and they become ranged. Which, like, it says it with each of your basic attacks, 2 ranged projectiles, but, like, yeah, I didn't really think about it. And then, like, very easily, like, you put points into this, and then you get more strength, which means that does more damage. I don't know, it's kind of a crazy thing. Cool with Alma. In practicality, I think it's really only Alma that does it very well, but it's fun. And that's what this video is more so going to be. Number 2, Asclepius can actually stop the anti-heal that's applied to you, so you can use Phoenix Feather and Amanita Charm to, like, the full value. So say on dive, you're anti-healed, instead of, you know, oh, they counterpicked me because I built 1 Phoenix Feather and an Amanita Charm, I can't really use them anymore because I get anti-healed. Well, Asclepius now prevents all anti-heal for 3 seconds. So you pop your Asclepius, and all this is un-anti-healable, and then this one could be anti-healed. But, like, 2,800 health, just like that, and they can't anti-heal it. And the somewhat cool thing about Rod of Asclepius is it gives you that intelligence, so it actually makes your shield just a little bit stronger. So, yeah, it's a ton of healing, and it's pretty fun. Number 3, you can do nearly 1,000 damage without even clicking or hitting a single ability with just using active items. And not a single ability. You may have saw this one as a short, but this one is probably one of my favorites. You can get triple Lovebird procs with Aphrodite because of the ultimate reset. You just Mirrodin, 3, alt, 3. And with like a decently normal build, nearly 3,000 damage just like that. It's not like I have a super funky build, it's just full damage. And you just one-shot. You can pretty easily do this in a game with just Kiss, Mirrodin, 3, alt, 3. And there's more damage. This is overkill. This one, another one of my favorites. Bellona Ultimate is crazy the value you get from it, because now it scales with your protections. I really think people are mostly building Bellona wrong, but ignoring the damage it does, because the damage it does is not that great. It's doing 568, but I'm not really building full damage. But moving my cam to the side just for a second, but look at the stats on the side. You know, 30, 305, 273. I drop ultimate. I gained 100 strength, 100 intelligence, and 60 of each prot. Actually insane. And then with those stats, like, you just do a ton of damage, and you get attack speed and sticking potential with Pharaoh's Curse. Like, Bellona is not this hyper carry that she used to be in solo lane. I actually think a tank style build with, like, Cloak, Spirit Robe, Pharaoh's Curse, Berserker Shield, and then just bunch of protections might be the best way to play here. I think this is so broken, and if you go to an objective, this is your entire team being able to use these stats. Like, this is about the protections of a squishy, but, like, autoing pretty good. Crazy. This one may be a little bit more convoluted than the others, but it'll make sense in the end. A lot of supports, people ask, you know, what's the number you have to get to for protections and health that you want to get to, you know, reach the strength spot? Athena's is actually a lot easier than that, because she has a number in her kit that if you're playing tank Athena, this is the number you should get to. Her protections, she should have 150 item protections, stacking up to 2 times, so 300 item protections to max out taunt, with 60 here from Heroism. You also get 120 from Prophetic Cloak, so that's 180. 225 here, 275 here. You'll just need 1 more item with 25 protections to you get to that 300 spot. And then you'll also be at Prophetic Cloaks, 12% mitigations. So whether you want it to be Onis, or you want a little bit more physical defense like a Leviathan's, whatever it is, you build that 4th item into a Yogi's and a Cirx's Hexstone. You are the strongest character you can be as Athena. I don't think you need to build full protections as Athena. You just build a lot of health so that you can go in, soak up a lot of abilities. And then with this Hide of the Nemean, the idea is the more health you have, the more health you can also return to them. So dash, taunt, and then use your Nemean, and then you'll be returning damage as you're doing that. You know, if you maybe get CC'd, you don't want to, you pop Purification. And then you also have a get out of jail free card with the other Cirxes. Or, you know, if you don't want to charge up your dash, and you're just kind of like running around, or maybe they're too far away and your jungler's looking for a sick gank, you can dash, and then also like use the Cirxes. So I think this is her best build. She's one of the few characters I think actually has like a set perfect build, and I think this is it. And lastly, not really a useful one, but one that I think is pretty funny. The distance that Hades can cover without moving a single step, like only using dashes, is just like absurd. I think that is crazy. It's most definitely crazy. There it is, 7 very interesting things about Smite 2. I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas, happy holidays, and I'll see you guys again next video. Peace.